Hey guys, welcome back. We're here with a new video today. We will be covering 7 issues America is facing today. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Let's get into the video.
Single mother homes.
So our first topic will be single mother homes. According to the U.S. Census Bureau in 2022, the U.S. Census Bureau estimates showing 10 million one-parent groups with a child under the age of 18. The data shows 80% are from single mother homes. So one of the issues causing single mother homes is that women are having children out of wedlock.
In the case of Chapman versus Hayes, as it pertains to 2-year-old Maurice Hayes Jr., it has been determined by this court, Mr. Hayes, you are not the father.
That's fine. He can have his name back. That's
But you
fine.
took it through all that.
Yeah, I took out through all that, but did I not tell you I was with somebody else, though?
No,
Did I
you
not say that?
Oh, you
Not
didn't
with nobody
say
else,
that.
but at the time.
Before we start getting silly to save face, the point is, it's not his child.
Okay.
He ain't been through all this. Man got tears in his eyes. Mr. Hayes, you're very emotional. What are you feeling?
She kept us in my door for so long
You right.
and just put me through so much. I ain't seen my daughter in 2 or 3 months. And it's like, it really gets to me because that's my baby and I'll do anything for her, but she said if I can't get one, I can't get the other one, but here it is today, I'm not the father.
Okay, you can get yours out.
You
Another reason is that the United States court systems are incentivizing women to get a divorce.
Mrs. Williams, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Yes, ma'am. We have 3 children together. I have not received any child support from him. Our children go to private school. They play sports, dance lessons, singing lessons. They're very active and it's very expensive. We do share custody and time, but I pay for private school. He pays for health insurance and that's all. I pay for everything else.
What kind of money you make to be paying all of that?
I'm an attorney.
Oh, okay.
But I'm used to a certain lifestyle. I mean, I can't even afford to get my nails done, my hair done. It's embarrassing. Because
You're an
I'm spending-
attorney,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
you can afford tuition, but not to get your nails done.
Because all my money's going to the tuition and all of their extracurricular activities, I've been sacrificing the things that I'm used to that I was able to do before when we were still together and we had that combined income. And now all my money's going to the kids and I don't have any money left for the lifestyle that I've been accustomed to and getting my nails done and my hair and massages and things like that.
And the biggest factor is actually feminism. So feminism has indoctrinated women into having more sexual freedom, making their own living, and not wanting or needing a man in the home. Ultimately, it affects the youth, creating more degeneracy and crimes going up as a result.
This clip going viral online of a dozen women being asked the following question: do we need men? Most answered very quickly, no. And only one said she thought women needed a man in their lives, only one. But when men were asked a similar question, do we need women, most of them said yes. So why do you think that is?
Because men are useless. I mean, and by the way, I want to differentiate between straight men and gay men because I think I would die without gay men. Nobody can gossip like gay men. Nobody can help you accessorize like gay men. Nobody can help you keep you from doing harm to yourself like gay men. But with the exception of somebody like Steve, I think Steve is very self-sufficient.
That's Joy's husband.
But like
He is.
my husband, it takes a village of women to make sure that he's not emaciated, starving, and living in his own filth. He can,
Really?
you know.
Yeah.
How about you?
No.
You
Feminism.
Our number 2 topic now is feminism. So, the first organized movement for women's rights began in 1848. The Declaration of Sentiments, which was signed considering men and women as equals. and a couple of rights with that, one of them being the right to vote. Later in the 1960s, a book was published by a woman named Betty Friedman, The Feminine Mystique, which argued gender roles as wives and mothers, inspired by the civil rights movement, calling for the end of sexist discrimination. In today's feminism, uh, they are more focused on abortion rights, with Roe v. Wade being turned to the states in the United States. The LGBTQ plus AI joining the feminist movement has created more confusion with considering gender identity politics. And with that, we will segue into the LGBTQ.
You've used a phrase, I want to make sure I understand what you mean by it. You've referred to people with a capacity for pregnancy. Would that be women?
Many women, cis women, have the capacity for pregnancy. Many cis women do not have the capacity for pregnancy. There are also trans men who are capable of pregnancy, as well as non-binary people who are capable of pregnancy.
So this isn't really a women's rights issue.
We can recognize that this impacts women while also recognizing that it impacts other groups. Those things are not mutually exclusive, Senator Hawley.
Oh, so your view is that the core of this right then is about what?
So I want to recognize that your line of questioning is transphobic, and it opens up trans people to violence by not recognizing that.
Wow, you're saying that I'm opening up people to violence by asking whether or not women are the folks who can have pregnancies?
So I'm one.
LGBTQ+.
The LGBTQ. The transgender community are now imposing their agenda on school children. Under the Biden administration, they're pushing for transgender students to access women's bathrooms, lockers, and sports competitions. Students are also being brainwashed with gender ideology. Boys can be girls, girls can be boys. With the inclusion of non-binary.
Censorship.
Number 4, censorship. Over the past 3 years, state legislators have launched an onslaught of policies in efforts to restrict teaching about topics such as race, gender, American history, and LGBTQ identities. In the world of social media today, these topics propagate suspension or ban on social media accounts. Some of them would be Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and etc.
Policy. These posts should have been deleted, so why haven't they been deleted? Why are they still there? Did you?
We delete things if they are illegal.
But these have been up there for a while.
Are they illegal?
They're not illegal, but they're hateful, and they can lead to violence. As I just read to you, the shooters, in all of these mass shootings, attributed social media to radicalizing.
So Don, you love censorship, is what you're saying?
No, I don't love censorship.
Then why are you asking?
I believe in moderation, but I don't believe in
censorship. Moderation is a propaganda word for censorship.
But don't you think free speech is one thing, right? Or not,
Look, if something's illegal, we're going to take it down. If it's not illegal, then we're putting our thumb on the scale and we're being censors.
So at least there's some good news during this year. Elon Musk purchased Twitter, which is now known as X, and he is fighting against the censorship. Another new platform, which is called Rumble, is in the fight too.
Foreign policy.
So our 5th issue in the United States, and one of the most important ones, is foreign policy. The President of the United States retains the role of Commander-in-Chief and the duty to execute wars. In today's democratic government, we have uh, had two proxy wars under the Biden administration. One of them being Ukraine and Russia, and the other Palestine and Israel.
So when you think about what proxy war is, and then you think about what happened towards the end of the global war on terror. So think about it. The United States invades Iraq. The United States invades Afghanistan. That was basically the end of your traditional World War II style of invasion. When you start looking at what happened in Syria, what happened in Libya, what happened in Yemen, and you start looking at how conflict has progressed since the end of the global war on terror, you start to see that what you have is these proxy conflicts. Iran funds Hezbollah in Lebanon to fight Israel. The United States funds Ukraine to fight Russia.
So for those who are voting this elections, my recommendation is that you vote for what we need, not what you want, because of how the things are going right now, it's not looking pretty at all. Not looking pretty at all.
The migrant crisis.
Number 6, the migrant crisis. Donald Trump, the Republican nominee, in many occasions criticized the Democratic government's record on the border, quoting, Kamala Harris has allowed 21 million illegal immigrants from around the world to enter the United States.
Everybody deserves a shot.
It's never been like this. You see, homeless people and migrants and people getting robbed and pushed and walk down the street, they're grabbing pocketbooks.
They have to come up with an immigration deal and reasonable ways for people to stay here legally. There's so many wonderful immigrants here who have contributed so much.
And they come here, they have nothing, and they're given a place to live, a phone,
money.
and money.
It's an issue for me because I'm not from here. I'm from Barbados, so it means something to me.
The truth is that United States citizens, alike legal immigrants, are against the open borders, especially those who went through a process to become legal citizens of the United States. They are fed up with the priority and benefits they are receiving from the government.
The economy.
So we have made it to the final topic, which is the economy. Now, I will be reading some stats here and presenting you with some graphs. The U.S. domestic product GDP increased 1.9% in 2022 and another 2.5% in 2023. Year-over-year inflation, the rate at which consumer prices increased was 3.1% in January 2023. The Federal Reserve raised interest rates 7 times in 2022 and 4 times in 2023. It raised the target rate to between 5.25% to 5.50% in late July 2023 and has left rates unchanged since then. Workers' average hourly earnings were up to 4% in December 2023 compared to a year prior. However, when accounting for inflation, it was less than 1%. The ratio of unemployed people to job openings hit a record low in 2022, but trended upward in 2023. The 2023 average of 0.64 unemployed people per opening was 0.11 higher than in 2022. The unemployment rate was 3.4% at the beginning of 2023 and 3.7% by the end. The labor force participation rate was 62.5% in January 2024, up to 0.1% points over January 2023. Last year, the U.S. continued to import more than it exported. However, the trade deficit fell 22%, from $990.3 billion in 2022 to 773.4 billion. Damn. So, the economy right now is not really looking too good. Inflation is up, and the cost of goods is up, and many other things. We need a new change, so everybody vote this election so we can make a change.
Kamala's plan is projected to raise the typical family's taxes by $2,600. And the tax queen, you know, they called her the tax queen in California because she liked taxes. I've never seen anyone win a race where they raise taxes all the time, but she liked taxes. This is definitely a unique election anyway. The tax queen also wants the largest small business tax hike in history and a 33% tax hike on American small businesses, which will send consumer prices skyrocketing. You think they're bad now? If Kamala gets 4 more years, she will crush family budgets with crippling energy costs thanks to her Green New Scam. The Green New Scam is one of the greatest, most difficult things to be watching.
If you made it this far, make sure to hit the like button, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching.